Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Bumblebee figure by Threezero, and this is their MDLX line, and yeah, really cool. There's the back of the box. This shows a picture of Bumblebee. Honestly, I'm not sure where this is from, which storyline or comic or whatever. I'm not exactly sure, but it looks cool, so I figured I'll give it a whirl, because it was only like, what, 60, 70 bucks, somewhere around there. So yeah, let's get. Alright, and here we have Bumblebee outside of packaging. He's holding on to his blaster right now, and then he comes with 4 extra hands and a battle mask head, and also this instruction manual. So it tells you what limitation he has, how much range of motion you could give him, stuff like that. Legs can be lowered, and then here ankle joint, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely want to look at this before you start moving your figure, because otherwise you might end up breaking. So there's Bumblebee right here. So let's get the accessories out of the way, and let's take a good look at Bumblebee. Really nice head sculpt. Look at that. It's got that traditional Bumblebee style, but also in a comic style. Like, it's more like the IDW stuff. Honestly, I have not read any of the comics or anything like that, so again, I'm not sure where this is from. The design's cool though. So yeah, there you go. Let's see. So yeah, it does not transform, of course, because it is from Threezero, so don't expect any of their transformer to transform. But as far as range of motion, let's go over that right now. Head is on the ball joint. It's on a somewhat of a loose side, and I would change out the head for you, but here's what it looks like. You might want to use a hair dryer, because when I pop it off, it pops off with the neck, so I have to remove the neck from the head in order to put this head on, which I can't do right now. But here's a look at that alternate head with the mask shield down, the battle mask. So quite nice too. But I think I prefer the normal look. And shoulders could go up, shoulder pad could go up, and which allows him to, whoa, careful there. Range of motion can go up to about that much, as they have shown in the illustration right here. That's as far as it will go. And yeah, it looks like there is a ball joint right there. And it looks like it's a metal joint too, metal ball joint in there, and then a hinge joint right here. And it has a bicep swivel. And you know what, I'm gonna do a right there, and you can see elbows could bend about 90 degrees, and that's about it. And ball joint the wrist, not a whole lot of range, but good enough. And then as for the torso, can give you a little bit of a crunch, and that's about it. Kind of limited as far as I'm concerned. It's on the waist too. It's not even on the torso, it's on the waist section. And here you can see these. Can you see? Let's see. Focus up right there. And these hip section, these pieces are movable. It can get out of the way for you to give him a little more range, and legs can be lowered like so. And it is quite tight, so that's nice. And because it is on metal, we have a metal ball joint attached at the hip section, and then another hinge joint right here. Same with the shoulders, exactly same as the shoulder. And so this joint's exactly same as the shoulder. Brighten this up a little bit so you guys can kind of see it. So it can allow him to do all sorts of poses. So you can see his legs could go up that high, and knee bend, double joint right there, can give you about that much. Ankle, there's full range right here. It is because it is on a ball joint, so it gives you full range right there. And yeah, so overall he is very articulated, just like the DXL version of any of the Transformer stuff, minus the light up feature. So this does not have a light up feature, but as far as range of motion, this guy is just as good. So I could kind of have him kneel down. No, not really, because I guess if I go like this, then he could. So now, push him back a little bit. He's kneel down like that. Yeah, because his feet are just so big that when he's actually kneeling, he's gonna topple over. Kind of topple over because his knee is not really touching. The knee is not touching the ground because, yeah, his feet are just massive. But yeah, if you want him to do a landing pose, he's definitely able to do a landing pose right there. So yeah, he could do splits, he could do kicks, he could do all sorts of things for you. And yeah, let's see if he can stand on one foot. He should, right there. He is standing on one foot right there. Oops. Yeah. Okay, push him back a little bit more. So it's the full scope. So yeah, let's get a closer look so you guys could take a look at the paint job. Alright, so let's get a closer look at B right here. Again, head sculpt, really nice. And all the lines are filled out, and there's no bleeding or anything like that either. There's the Autobot symbol right there. And there's not a whole lot of weathering on him. There's just a tiny little bit here and there. The armor itself is pretty clean, but the inner skeleton structure, you see some dry brushing around the bicep section, and then weapons, definitely a lot of dry brushing. And the rest of him, yeah, it's mainly the inner structure, the black section of the gunmetal section is the parts that has been dry brush. Here are the legs. There's a little bit more, there's a bit of weathering here, since these are the feet. They should get a little bit more, just a tiny bit though, not a whole lot. Not like their other stuff where they're pretty weathered up. But yeah, this is definitely quite clean. And there's this tire back here. I don't think it's removable either. Yeah, I don't think so. Don't want to risk it. Yeah, there is a bit of a weathering, but for the most part it's pretty clean. But not like pristine clean off the factory. It is a little bit hard to tell on camera because it is on a brighter side, but if you see it in person, you can see some weathering back here around the arms right here. The legs definitely, some around here and here, and then lower legs a little bit more. So yeah, overall a very good looking Bumblebee. And yeah, but it is small though, like I said. It is tiny. Did I already give you guys a height measurement? No, I don't think so. He stands about 4.5 inches in height. That's it. 4.5. That's pretty small. Let's see if I have anything that I could do a comparison with. Here's a Spartan right here. Oops, sorry. Here's a Spartan Ben, and you can see he is almost as tall as Bumblebee here. So B is quite small. And I have a, let's see, I do have something here. Here is Soundwave from Hasbro, their Studio Series. And you can see Bumblebee is he in scale? No, he's not. I think Bumblebee would be a lot smaller, half the size, something, to be in scale with the Studio Series. but there's a comparison right there. So at the end of the day, is this figure worth getting? Yes, I say go for it. It's a very impressive piece, and if you like non-transforming transformers from Threezeros, and this is one that you would want in your collection. I'm not sure how many others they will produce from this MDLX line. If they produce more, I might give it a go, but for now, here's Bumblebee, and I'm happy with the purchase, and there you go. Thanks for watching. Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Threezero transformer figure, and it is Bumblebee from their MDLX line. And this is a smaller scale line. It's quite small actually. Even the box is smaller. The box is nice though. It's got some really cool art on here. Look at that. That's a cool looking Bumblebee right there. And here they started adding these hologram stickers. There you go, Bumblebee. And then on the back it shows 2 more pictures, a couple of drawings. Yeah, these are these drawings or are these? Not sure. I think these are drawings, but whatever, doesn't really matter. One more thing. This thing stinks. Not the figure itself, but the plastic. It gives off a very, very intense chemical smell when you first take it out of the box. So be ready for that. And is not like the good smelling ones. It's the make you nauseous type of smell. So you might want to air him out a little bit before you start playing with them.